Stephen Jones. I run the bread lab at Washington State University. So I'll be speaking. The title of my talk is "Why is our bread so damn white?" And I'll be talking about white bread and white flour and how that's a cultural thing as much as it is a flavor and certainly nutritional aspects of it as well.
And what's the main message that you're trying to convey here at the festival?
I think the festival is about ideas, and one idea is what if we got away from white bread a little more, and what that takes, and how reasonable that is.
And how can we in our everyday lives maybe apply your message?
I think, and I don't know if I would promote that per se, but I think anyone asking more questions about our food at every level, at the end point, but also how it's produced throughout the whole way, and really who benefits from that. If things are added to our food, is it benefiting us, or is it benefiting the producer so that it can stay on the shelf for a month instead of a few days, and things like that. We're also really interested in access for good food. We don't believe that good food should cost more than food that's not so good. And by not so good, I mean food that's not nutritionally dense and has a lot of additives in it that benefit only the people that are shipping it to wherever it's going.
And what are the goals of your lab?
The goals of the lab are to make systems work for the farmer first, and then up through the entire food system to the end user and consumer. So it's bringing together farmers, the millers, bakers, chefs, serious home bakers, the whole thing. Another thing we're really interested in is people baking and cooking more at home. So for me personally, I bake at home bread quickly and economically, just to show how quickly and economically it can be done. So we're firm believers that if people could create time, and there's a folklore that things take so much time at home to cook and bake. They don't. It's cheaper. You know what's going into the food that you're eating. Any way we can get less processed food into us, we think is a benefit, and that's a big part of our lab. But it has to start for the farmer first. It needs to work for the farmer. Also, a big part of what we do is keeping value where it's produced. So if we produce a grain crop, we would also favor it being milled and baked or brewed or distilled or whatever. Each step along the way adds value, and if that value stays within a community, we're not exporting that value. We're not adding value, we're capturing value. I think it's a real important point. So it's not, we don't use the word value added or niche anything. We just say, let's just keep value where it's produced. Let's capture that value. It's inherent in our system.
And I heard that you were partnering with some pretty major companies and school districts.
We work with Chipotle. We work with Patagonia, which has a new branch, Patagonia Provisions, does food now. We work with King Arthur Flour. We work with Cliff Bar Family Foundation. They pay to train a lot of the PhD students that I have in my lab. We work with the New York City school food program. We work with Urban School Food Alliance as well. So the idea is access across the whole realm for all of us, right? Not everyone can afford a $12 loaf of bread, and we don't think there should be $12 loaves of bread actually. So we have to question who that benefits.
Great.